Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear? Did you hear, ladies and gentlemen? Did you hear that the Mueller team is very upset? The Mueller team is very upset that the limited glimpse, they were given a limited glimpse. They were actually given a summary of their 2 years and $30 million of nonsense. And, oh, my goodness, what a shock. What a surprise. There was nothing there. There was no evidence. All the evidence points to the Steele dossier purchased by Hillary Clinton, CrowdStrike outsourced by Hillary Clinton, and Democrats. Let's see, a Papadopoulos meeting with Dumbo Downer that was absolutely no relevance to anything. What else? A Trump Jr. meeting to obtain emails that, if he obtained them, would have been yoga and wedding planning hacked by Russia from Clinton's servers running on Microsoft Exchange software. But my God, just to let you know, I'm going to read you this. How many Democrats and Republicans are on Mueller's team? How about 0 Republicans? Don't call Mueller a Republican. Mueller is an establishment individual who perhaps is a registered Republican, but under his watch, Yellow Cake was shipped out of the country, according to the New York Times. The article, Cash Flow to Clinton Foundation Amid Russian Uranium Deal. But how many Democrats and Republicans are on Mueller's team? The Special Counsel's Office has made public the identities of 17 attorney staff. Through public records, we were able to identify and confirm that at least 12 people on Mueller's staff are registered Democrats. That's interesting. 12 of the 17 are registered Democrats, and one of the 5 who isn't a registered Democrat was given the Steele dossier to look at with Andrew Weissmann. Isn't that interesting? Before the election. That's interesting. Wow. So, let's just look at, really quickly, Axios. The donations, James Quarles, this is just one of the fair-minded Mueller team. They're very upset, don't you know? Donated almost $33,000 to Democrats, including Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. He has also donated $2,750 to Republicans. The only lawyer on Mueller's team to have done so. Big deal. He donated $33,000 to Democrats. The Republicans he donated to, very likely, maybe a congressman in his district, who knows? But donated $33,000 to Democrats. Jenny Reed donated more than $16,000 to Democrats, including a maximum donation possible to Clinton in both 2015 and 2016. Reed also donated to Obama. Andrew Weissmann donated more than $4,000 to Obama in 2008 and $2,000 to the DNC in 2006. You got to be a hardcore partisan to give any money, much less $2,000, to the DNC. Elizabeth Prelogar donated $250 each to Clinton in 2016 and Obama in 2012. Okay? These are just 4 of the 12 that are registered Democrats. Like I said, the others were almost certainly leaning towards the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton, even if they weren't registered Democrats. So you have 12 of 17 that are registered Democrats. You have a number that have given thousands and thousands of dollars. You have one that represented the Clinton Foundation. Let's see here. Ree was senior advisor to former Attorney General Eric Holder for 2 years. Oh my. Okay. In 2015, Ree represented Hillary Clinton in a case about her private email server. They had an attorney on the Mueller team that represented Clinton, that defended Clinton regarding her top secret intelligence on email. She transferred top secret intelligence outside the U.S. government onto email servers outside the United States government. So let's just... Here we go. This is regarding pay-to-play schemes that she represented Clinton on, or defended Clinton against. Okay, Andrew Weissman, who has a long history as a partisan Democrat that everyone knows. Michael Dreeben, DOJ's Deputy Solicitor General. Lisa Page? Wait a second. Lisa Page was on Mueller's team, that's right. Wow. Gosh, don't you love Axios articles? June 18th, 2017. Don't you love Axios articles that predate the scandals? Lisa Page, an experienced DOJ trial attorney? Is this the same Lisa Page? Yes. She was on Mueller's team also. I think, well, Strzok was on the Mueller team also. Lisa Page, Mueller team. It boggles the mind. It boggles the mind. FBI, Lisa Page, The Hill, FBI couldn't prove Trump-Russia collusion before Mueller. Yet they still had a special counsel, everyone. Don't you know? Don't you know? She was actually part of the Mueller team of attorneys until she was kicked off. Oh my goodness. Well, these people are all upset. These people are all upset. They're all upset that Mueller had the audacity to read, or William Barr had the audacity to read the 2 years of nonsense. Oh, the dominoes are going to fall. He worked with Russia to buy Facebook ads and Twitter and, oh my God, and hack the DNC to inform us that Bernie Sanders was cheated. Oh. FBI agent removed from Mueller team to testify publicly. This was Strzok. Peter Strzok. So, share my Federalist article below regarding President Trump should pardon Michael Flynn. Sorry, lying to Peter Strzok isn't lying to the FBI. It's lying to an extension of the Democratic Party. Then you have Lisa Page, who was one of the attorneys on here. I mean, this gets better and better all the time. Limited information Barr has shared about Russia investigation frustrated some on Mueller's team. Who cares? Mueller's team is so completely partisan. So completely partisan. And here we have the Washington Post engaged in what we can just call, I mean, there's no way to call it but fake news, because Mueller's team. Trump said Mueller's team is 13 hardened Democrats. Here are the facts. Then they list a couple that are not registered, and they're like, you see, he's not registered. He's not registered. Zainab Ahmad, no donations and no affiliation. You see, this individual, along with Andrew Weissman, was given the Steele dossier prior to the election. They knew it was nonsense since 2016. They knew it was nonsense since 2016. All of these people, this is what they do. They hide behind bureaucracy and they say, well, wait, what? The uranium sale was approved by the Committee on Foreign Investment. How could this be anything less than above board? There was an investigation into Clinton's emails. We found nothing. We found nothing. Yes. It's so obvious. They hide behind investigations that are overtly politically motivated, whether it's to cover up Clinton's crimes, where she actually shipped a laptop in the mail. There's a segment in my pinned comment that's around 200,000 views. Get it to 1 million views, and I'm serious about that. Get it to 1 million views. I literally read a Daily Beast article. Get it to 1 million views. And please share my article in the Federalist below. General Michael Flynn should be pardoned by President Trump. But they hide behind investigations, and what they do is they say, if the investigation doesn't work out for them, they say, oh my God, Kavanaugh, like, well, the FBI didn't do its job. Or Mueller. Well, Mueller was compromised, and it was just a summary. And, if we read the actual line by line, we'll realize that Trump actually worked with Russia to buy Facebook ads. Yeah. And then they get on other people for like, oh yeah, these theories, oh my God. They hide behind media. Now everyone knows the Trump-Russia collusion myth has been completely debunked. I debunked it in 2017 below. In the pinned comment, my writing, but her top secret emails, but her deleted emails, debunking the Trump-Russia myth. That is on. They're all on Amazon. If you have Kindle, purchase them this weekend. They're great reads. But that was 2017. I was debunking the Trump-Russia myth, and pretty much every segment since then. Since the day it was started, there's a segment the day the Special Counsel Mueller was started. I said it would lead to nothing. The day. It was all, and Devin Nunes, check out my segment prior to this one. Devin Nunes has stated that there were over 24 criminal referrals. William Barr, look, people are going to get indicted. 18 U.S. Code 371, what they wanted to use against Trump, it's the statute for the people who conspire against the United States government. It's hilarious that they think that there's a lot. Almost everyone on the left thinks that the Mueller probe was just above board and it was normal. It was the United States government. They don't realize that the United States government happened to work for them for about 8 years under President Obama, and actually 10 years. Under President Obama and then Trump. And what's taken place prior to Trump, and this I don't usually talk like this, but what took place prior to Trump was you had Bush, you had Obama, and you had every single president prior to those two. They were all establishment figures, almost all of them. And as an establishment figure, they were given the privilege of taking control of the government under their watch. And when they took control of the government, they exerted political influence in the manner they chose. Not so with Trump. He was not allowed to have an attorney general. So the same people who said trust Sessions, they were duped, but the people who are actually on those message boards telling people, those are insidious people, like individuals. Because you're telling impressionable, good, wonderful people to trust somebody you should never have trusted. And then, like the Russia conspiracy nonsense, they're like, well, he did his job. It's like, no, just admit you were wrong. Just admit. On definitely with Trump, Russia. But William Barr is coming in. Nobody should have trusted Sessions. Jim Jordan took a swipe at Huber yesterday, as has Tom Fitton taken many swipes at Huber. He's done nothing. The guy's done, well, he's setting up something. He's done nothing. Jeff Sessions if he wasn't a plant, he became a plant right away. Jeff Sessions was an abomination. He did not allow Trump to have his own government. Essentially, President Trump did not have his own. He was not presiding over the Trump administration while Sessions was there. Now he has William Barr. Now we see the Mueller probe is done. Immediately after Barr comes in, we found nothing, no collusion, no obstruction. The no obstruction was William Barr's call. Now William Barr is going to ensure that not everything is given to Democrats, which is fantastic, because that's all they're obsessing over. Do you think they care about Medicare for all? No. You think they care about all these things that they deceived people during midterms over? No. So, ladies and gentlemen, they're upset. The Mueller team's upset. The Mueller team is composed of only Democratic partisans. Only Democrats. Only Democrats. One of whom defended Clinton during an email server lawsuit. Okay? 2 of them were given the Steele dossier prior to the election. Numerous ones donated thousands and thousands of dollars to the Democrats. Now you have William Barr saying that, no, not gonna, I don't care if you're upset. Don't care if you're upset. Devin Nunes is filing criminal referrals. We're either going to get a special counsel or indictments or investigations of individuals. So there'll be either specific DOJ and FBI investigations, or you'll see immediately McCabe get indicted. Once McCabe gets indicted, those are the true dominoes falling right there. Everything that they've said, every single thing they've said regarding, oh, the flipping and singing, the flipping and singing, the flipping and singing, oh my God, flipping and singing, it's all going to take place on their end. Ladies and gentlemen, I've said this since 2015. This is not sustainable. And I'm not talking about for the nation or the country. I'm talking about for the Democratic Party. It is not sustainable for the Democratic Party to continue to engage in this behavior. And like when you see those old Vegas hotels, like the implosions, like they're just gonna do away with the hotel. It's like a organized like implosion. Okay, they put the TNT and all that stuff, and so, but it doesn't go outward. It just implodes. The Vegas hotels. Okay. Same thing with the Democratic Party. This is not, they're crumbling under the weight of their own corruption. They don't realize that Clinton runs the show. They don't realize she's running again. They don't realize that they will willingly fall in line again. They don't realize they're going to lose again. They think that, the Mueller probe situation with no collusion was, a reality check, but it was no more a reality check than Clinton losing the election. They continually have these monumental reality checks, but they're just speed bumps for people just running gleefully towards a cliff. They don't really get it. They don't understand that the criminality is on their end. The duplicity and the hypocrisy is on their end. They're like, oh, Trump lied again. It's like, no, you wrote an article about why Hillary needs to be two-faced. Literally, that's the article title in the New York Times. They don't care about lying. They don't care about every value they have. They don't care about. Oh, women's issues? Oh, okay, Keith Ellison. They pontificate and focus only to derive power, not for justice or truth. And that's the same with almost all of the people on Twitter. Oh, you said this. This means that. I'm morally superior to you. Can you believe this person did this prior to writing something I don't like? Oh my God. It's all about political influence and power, and that's it. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. But you can't win that way because you have to have some kind of value system. You can't just, you have liberal Democrats who are Republican light, and you have progressives, some of whom are absolutely brilliant, but generally, progressive policies are not feasible. They're just not. That's why Democrats don't vote on them in the House. Medicare for all, great, would be wonderful, but it's not feasible. Economically, it's just not feasible. And if I'm wrong, have AOC vote on it. She's looking at Trump's taxes today. She cares more about Trump's taxes than Medicare for all. There are 2 Medicare for all bills now. They haven't championed either of them. We've heard that people are losing their lives. So how am I wrong? Democrats are in a world of hurt. Their most idealistic base believes in policies that are not feasible economically, where you'd have to run on major tax increases. Mercatus says double to triple, but they're not even running on 40 to 50%. That's not double or triple. They're not running on any tax increases. Yet they're saying, oh, Medicare for all and $15 minimum wage and abolish ICE and Green New Deal. They're not even they're not even voting on a Green New Deal. They're just hyping up. They're fomenting hysteria. They don't even want to vote on it. So they're in a world of hurt. They don't have a political party. This is actually decent. I don't usually talk about this stuff, but to tell people like towards the end, it gets good. Republicans with Trump at least have foreign policy that leads to peace between North and South Korea. A whole bunch of bringing home Americans, First Step Act, record low Black and Latino unemployment. We have more job openings than Americans to fill them. Why do you think nobody on the left wants to debate me? They can't. In addition to the fact that I bring up issues like Justice Democrats and all that stuff, they don't want to go there. It would be like, going into a wood shredder machine and shred them up. So they can't talk about that. They can't talk about AOC's bizarre campaign structuring. Can't do that. They can't talk about their blog posts that were, racist and, issues that got them fired from MSNBC. They can't do that. Why would they do that? They'd rather just sit, like middle schoolers and make fun of people. Who care? I don't care. At the end of the day, in 2020, when they lose again, well, look, we can go on forever. The Democratic Party is in a world of hurt right now. They have no message. What they ran on in the House, which the only reason I was wrong about the House is I didn't think people were stupid enough and gullible enough to believe that Democrats will actually implement the things that they talk about. They have no business implementing any of this. It's now April. They haven't voted on a Medicare for All bill. I wonder why. In addition to the fact it's not feasible, which is probably one of the reasons. So, anyway, give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. William Barr is like, I don't care. I don't care what you think. Go ahead and be upset. The Mueller team's completely partisan anyway. We need to get like 12 of 17 hardcore Trump voters, and then 5 of the rest still loyal to Trump, with a Democrat who, Joe Manchin, as special counsel. Give me your thoughts. Hit subscribe. Thank you.